Hi, everyone. I'm Becky Preve, Executive Director of the Association on Aging in New York. Each year, the association handpicks a volunteer program that is impacting the lives of older New Yorkers and their families. This year, we are thrilled to announce that the 2023 Innovation Volunteer Program Award winners are Steuben County Senior Services Fund. I would like to provide congratulations to Patty Baruti, Steuben County Office for the Aging Director, and Linda Tidor, Executive Director of Steuben Senior Services Fund. The Senior Services Fund has been in existence since 2000 and has worked for fundraising and support for Steuben County Office for the Aging. In 2016, under the direction of Linda Tidor, they were able to establish Full Circle America. Full Circle America is a program that utilizes wellness volunteers who go into the homes of older individuals at risk for assisted living or skilled nursing facility placement. The program uses a holistic approach that includes in-home monitoring devices to be able to assist and track chronic conditions and care management. They are also able to use volunteers to connect to other community-based services throughout the region, and they have proven that they are able to keep people out of emergency departments and hospitals. The program is run predominantly on the backs of volunteers who dedicate their time and service to older individuals in the community. To date, the program has saved over $1.1 million in healthcare costs in the small rural county of Steuben. Please join me in congratulating Patty Baruti and Linda Tidor and all of the volunteers in Steuben County that are working to make lives better every day.
Hi, I'm Patty Baruti with Steuben County Office for the Aging. I've been here 24 years and I've been director almost 10 years. I work with an amazing team, and every day that I come to work, it's something different.
Hi, I'm Linda Tidor. I'm an Executive Director of Steuben Senior Services Fund. Prior to being with SSSF, I was the director here of the Office for the Aging for quite a few years, we'll say.
Most of you know that Steuben County is a very rural county, and we have 3 population centers. We have Corning, Bath, and Hornell, and there's a lot of land in between those population centers. So a typical client that we serve here at Office for the Aging is over 60, of course. They're female and they live alone. So there's a lot of work to be done to support them in the community, and I think the Office for the Aging for decades has done a beautiful job doing that. So the success of the program, of course, has to do with the amazing volunteers that we have, including the board of directors that are all volunteers. Yes. So we're really appreciative of them.
We have also 4 people who serve as wellness ambassadors, in addition to board members and community volunteers, all of whom make this program a success. Everything from our actual service to our members and to our big event that we have each year to fundraise for this program. We call it Bubbly and Brunch, and it is a huge team of people that work together to make this thing happen. When I was the director of the Office for Aging, we realized that we needed to create an organization to help supplement the funding for the Office for the Aging, and to also to try out some new cutting edge programs. So in the year 2000, we created Steuben Senior Services Fund. And it's kind of neat how it happened. 2 members of the advisory council at the time worked with me and the law department of our county, and we actually incorporated Steuben Senior Services Fund at that time. And so since I was the director, when Patty became the director, we continued this innovation under her leadership with the Office for Aging. And we're actually co-located here with Office for Aging.
I think having Steuben Senior Services Fund co-located with us makes a lot of things possible, just because we're back and forth all the time. And Linda and I have a long history of working together, so we kind of know what the pitfalls are to anticipate and hopefully stay ahead of them. I think that we realize that traditional aging services needs to change with the times, and I think this gives us a little bit of an enhancement of the services that we already offer.
One of the older people in our county came into my office one afternoon and handed me a book called Alone and Invisible No More by Dr. Alan Teal of Maine. And he said, I want you to read this book and I want you to do something about it. Well, now this man that came in was a former teacher. And so I took the book home. I read it that night. I was enthralled by it. It described perfectly the situations that I saw as Office for Aging Director, and also from my own personal experience. I saw a lot of the same thing in that book. And so I got a copy of the book. I read the book, and then I got a copy for the board members. They all read it, and we decided to bring Dr. Teal here in 2015 to do a conference, which was very well attended by the seniors of this county. They were thrilled to hear what he had to offer. And from that, we started fundraising from scratch, and I do mean from scratch, and then we started the program. From my perspective, what's innovative about Full Circle America is the opportunity for people to stay at home where they want to be. Most people enjoy their pets, their own home, their neighbors, and the ability to stay there and to continue to do those things is very important to them. We make connections with them, with their family members who may live all across the United States. We have come up with $1.1 million in savings for our program to date.
I've been asked over the years, how do we get a Full Circle America program in our county? And my answer is always the same. I think you have to learn as much about it as you can. And certainly the infrastructure of Office for the Aging is seen throughout New York State. I think this program works well in a rural county, but it certainly could work in an urban community as well. We just love telling our story about how Full Circle America got started in our county. And I'm sure Linda agrees that we welcome phone calls or email to learn more about the process.
And we look forward to hearing from you.
And I want to thank Greg Olson and Becky Preve for their support 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, because none of this is possible without the amazing support of NYSOFA and AgingNY.